Hello, everyone. Ivan here with Orvid today.
কি অবস্থা সবার?
Orvid, last time তুমি যখন আসছিলা,
হ্যাঁ
it was episode 2, right?
হ্যাঁ তারপর এপিসোড 3 হয়েছে, রাইট?
হ্যাঁ, episode 3 হয়েছে, কিন্তু episode 3 তে তুমি আসো নাই। এটার আমরা একটা রিজন বের করছিলাম, তুমি বোধহয় আসো না। এটার রিজন হচ্ছিল তুমি episode 2 তো বোধহয় তোমার কাজের অফিসের মাঝখানে পডকাস্ট রেকর্ড করছিলে আমাদের সাথে, ঠিক না?
হ্যাঁ
তুমি বোধহয় তোমার বসের কাছে অনেক বেশি ঝাড়ি খাইছো, এই কারণে তোমাকে episode 3 তে আসতে
না,
দেয় না।
আমার পক্ষে আসলেই টাফ কাজের মাঝখানে এরকম। যেদিন আসছিলাম ওই দিন আমার বস ছিল না অ্যাকচুয়ালি।
ও আচ্ছা, তুমি লুকায় লুকায় আসছিলে নাকি? তুমি একটা
হ্যাঁ,
কাজ
বলতে পারো।
তুমি বলতে পারো যে আমার আজকে লাইক আমি একটু বাথরুমে যেতে হবে, এই বলে বাথরুমে যেতে হবে।
তারপর এক ঘন্টা ধরে বাথরুমে। আচ্ছা যাই হোক,
আচ্ছা।
এটা আমরা we'll think about it.
আচ্ছা ভাই, অরবিন্দ তুই আছো, খেয়াল করছো একজন আজকে নাই, শিহাব।
হ্যাঁ আমি তো শুনলাম বেচার অসুস্থ।
হ্যাঁ, ওর বলে ডায়রিয়া হয়েছে।
তাই? ও
হ্যাঁ, ও
Sorry.
আসতে চাইছিল, পরে ভাবলো যে যদি মানে পডকাস্টের রেকর্ডিং এর সময় যদি ওর বাথরুমে যেতে হয়, এই কারণে।
শিহাব, আই মিস শিহাব, এবং আমি চাই শিহাব এবং আলপ্রিন্স ভাই এবং শিহাব কেন একটা পডকাস্ট করি এবার।
না না না, ওখানে বেশি জ্ঞান জমা হবে। কোনো দরকার নেই।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, সমস্যা নেই। আচ্ছা আমরা
Shihab, get better and all the best to your health
and Marshall.
and Anthony Martial.
So
আচ্ছা, find out. Wait, Orvid, so আমরা গতকাল NYCFC versus New England Revolution ম্যাচে গেছিলাম স্টেডিয়াম। So NYCFC lost 1-0 at home. The 15-match unbeaten run at home, failed to score at home for the first time in God knows how long. আমার মনে থাকে
আমি কখনো দেখিনি।
আমার মনে টরন্টোর সাথে একটা ম্যাচ ছিল যে প্লে অফে, আই থিংক উই লস্ট
Oh yes, 5-0. Oh
yeah
don't remind. আমি বললাম কালকে যে 5-0 probably hurts less than yesterday, কারণ we should have won this game 7-1. এত চান্স পাই আমরা এত মিস করছি, লাইক মানে ইটস এম্বারাসিং যে মানে ইভেন ভিয়া পর্যন্ত এমন সব চান্স মিস করছে যেগুলো লাইক।
So the thing is, আচ্ছা NYCFC তো সবাই ফলো করে না, so to মানে very small history. So আমাদের ম্যানেজার ছিল প্যাট্রিক ভিয়েরা, Patrick Vieira. So he was the manager for 2.5 years. So he completely like team get turned around for us. Like when he came, it was an absolute disaster. So he turned the team around. We finished 4th overall in the league in his first season. We finished 2nd. Well, MLS works differently with playoffs, but I'm not going to get into that. But, he left a really good team. And when he left, we were 2nd in the league. We're still like top 4, but we're barely top 4 right now. I think we might be 5th even. I don't know. So I'm match result guli dekhi nai. And the new manager, so he left for Nice in July. That was like in the middle of the season. MLS starts in March and ends in like November. And the new manager is Dominic Torrent, who was Pep Guardiola right-hand man, like second in command for the past 11 years. So, this guy, he was there with Barcelona when they won the treble or when they won the Champions League again, and with Guardiola at Bayern Munich. Now he was with Guardiola with Man City last season, so he came here. And, like the team's not performing. Like our forward play was our biggest strength. We weren't like, NYCFC defense was never that great. Patrick Vieira, but he focused, like he improved the defense, but defense was never his focus. So but we were very good going for us. We were always like one of the highest scorers in the league every season.
I mean, কালকে যে চান্স গুলো মিস করছে এগুলোর জন্য আসলে
like how many of those were like really super clear cut chances like before? And I have personally, I've completely lost faith in the guy. Almost at the point, like, yeah, I understand a season not Taktove, only like 5 games left in the regular season, but I don't even want him next season.
Probably. I mean, we would probably look for someone.
Yeah, maybe he's just a really good number 2, but a terrible number 1.
Probably. আচ্ছা যাই হোক, আমরা স্যাড স্টোরি থেকে গুড স্টোরিতে আসি। লাইক বাংলাদেশ আজকেও জিতছে।
Oh, this was তুমি কি গেমটা দেখতে পারছো?
I couldn't watch the game, but I watched Sergio Ramos error.
Like গরিবের Sergio Ramos.
No, I mean it's clutch. 85 minute goal দিয়ে জিতাটা আসলে।
And against Pakistan, our like obviously arch rivals.
And Pakistan, not to be like looked down upon. Pakistan কিন্তু ফুটবলে, if people follow, Pakistan কিন্তু
বাংলাদেশের থেকে উপরে।
মানে I don't think so, but দুইটাই খুব বাজে। But Pakistan actually অনেক মানে ডুয়েল সিটিজেন। আমি জানি না সাফের স্কোয়াড আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি দেখি নাই, বাট ওরা কিন্তু অনেক মানে ওই ডুয়েল সিটিজেন, তারপরে ফরেন বোর্ন লাইক নরওয়েজিয়ান, পাকিস্তানি, এদেরকে চান্স দেওয়া ট্রাই করতেছে। সো পাকিস্তান হ্যাজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ইমপ্রুভড সামওয়াট ইন ফুটবল।
এই কাজটা আমরা করি না কেন? আমরা
উই হ্যাভ টু শো বেটার। আমরা আমাদের
লেস্টার সিটিতে একটা বাঙালি আছে না, হামজা চৌধুরী,
ও অ্যাকচুয়ালি গ্রেনিডিয়ান বাঙালি। সো না, বাট আমাদের একজন আছে জামাল ভুঁইয়া, হু ইজ টু প্লে ইন ডেনমার্ক, এবং জামাল ভুঁইয়া অ্যাকচুয়ালি বাংলাদেশের ওয়ান অফ দ্য কি প্লেয়ার। সো আমরা এই কাজটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি আরো ভালোভাবে করা উচিত। আই এম প্রিটি শিওর বাংলাদেশি প্লেয়ার ডেফিনেটলি আছে হিয়ার এন্ড দেয়ার। সো এখন ইটস আপ টু দ্য মানে ফেডারেশন, যেটা আসলে অ্যাকচুয়ালি করাপ্ট বিয়ন্ড পয়েন্ট।
Crowd দেখছো like the stadium? I wasn't there, of course, but you know,
it was packed.
Look packed, yeah. And by the way, this is a plea আমাদের গভর্নমেন্টের কাছে, like please, we need a football stadium, like a proper.
এটা আজকের কাহিনী না, এই প্লে আমি অনেক বছর ধরে করতেছি।
40,000 capacity football stadium.
The thing is, আমি like when I was Bangladesh, আমি বাংলাদেশের খেলা দেখছি মাঠে গিয়ে 3টা বা 4টা, ক্লাব গেম দেখছি 10টা। Viewing experience is terrible, beyond terrible. মানে running track totally kills it. Like কোনো
like
I have watched 15. I have watched close to 15 games in Bangladesh. It's terrible. Like মিরপুরের এমনি ফ্যাসিলিটি অনেক বেটার। Secondly, on top of that, running track that totally kills it. এবং I don't really know like
বঙ্গবন্ধু স্টেডিয়ামে তুমি সিটের কয়েকটা ছবি ছিল, like
প্রথম আলোতে দিছিল, like that's the thing. সাফ মানে বাংলাদেশ buffet is it's hilarious আসলে। আর to be honest, commentary নিয়ে কিছু কথা বলবো। Like Jafrullah Sharaf, he sounds drunk to me. Like it's just too much to take this guy. It actually like I mean, he was fun, but এখন আসলে I feel sad really when ওর commentary শুনে না মাঝে মধ্যে। Like এত বাজে amateurish, it's just so bad. Like goalkeeper,
I'm pretty sure তার commentary like you know like 90s এ খুব ভাল লাগতো হয়তো মানুষের, but it's like times have changed, এখন সবাই like you have to modernize, like
we need somebody else. We need a good like,
and the thing is বাংলাদেশে অনেক ভালো like ভালো, I'm pretty sure যে অনেক ভালো কমেন্টার আছে যারা এটা অনেক বেটার প্রেজেন্টেশন দিতে পারবে, and I'm 100% certain, like I'm pretty sure FLCB তে আমাদের গ্রুপেই মানুষজন আছে যারা,
I mean we are the generation যারা like we are much more exposed to like foreign leagues. I'm pretty sure অনেক better commentator পাওয়া যাবে বাংলাদেশে। আমি কোনো ডাউট নেই ব্যাপারে।
more knowledge about football.
Talking about the squad, Bangladesh under 18 একটা player ছিল Jafar Iqbal, who is probably like the most talked about footballer in the last 10 to 20 years. Bangladesher footballer. He wasn't selected for some reason. It was kind of surprising to me because I don't know if you followed that much. What a match Bangladesh 3-0 তে পিছাই ছিল ইন্ডিয়ার সাথে under 20 সাফে, and then he scored a second half hat trick. Bangladesh's match of 4-3 জিতে। It was very like India is very strong actually. India এখন নাকি they didn't even bring their first teams. They bring under 23 team. So India কিন্তু অনেক strong team. সেই টিমটা under 20 বিট দেওয়া is huge বাংলাদেশের জন্য। So আমি কিছুটা সারপ্রাইজ ছিলাম যে ওকে নেয় নাই। It was kind of surprising to me. So আমি জানি না, সবাই নতুন কোচ অনেক প্রশংসা করতেছে, আমি জেইমি ডে সম্পর্কে তেমন নলেজ রাখি না। So he's actually a British guy. So
no, I mean all the best to the team, but yeah, hopefully like if we can like we're through to semi-finals.
Possibilities to get knocked out because যদি নেপাল আমাকে trash করে হ্যাঁ তাও তিনটা টিম 6 পয়েন্টে ইয়ে করবে
6 পয়েন্টে
hopefully wouldn't be bad. নেপাল আজকে ভুটানকে 4-0 হারাইছে, so we should be careful.
বাট তিনটা টিম যদি 6 পয়েন্ট মনে হয় লাইক ওই তিনটা টিমের মধ্যে হেড টু হেড দেখবে হ্যাঁ মনে হয় নেপালের স্কোর wouldn't matter.
A draw would be like
we need a draw in the next game.
I mean, I'm looking at Nepal's squad, for example.
Yeah, or
Nepal has players in Indonesian league. Huge. I mean Pakistan's squad to দেখতেছি. Pakistan has players from USL. এরপরে there are players from Danish second division, I would say. So like Pakistan is doing that a lot. There are players from Hong Kong, Denmark is 4টা player. So I mean Egypt বাংলাদেশেরও ট্রাই করতে হবে আসলে আর কি
আর so maybe like just take one step at a time. So okay, let's first qualify for the semifinals, and semifinals I don't know who's the opponent's going to be, but
most likely Maldives,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and India is topping that group, so if India goes to like I think the favorites for the final is
Maldives
India versus Bangladesh,
not to be looked down upon though. Very strong team.
Acha
Bangladesh থেকে উপরে I would say, I would put them above Bangladesh. Hopefully home support.
Okay, hopefully our home support.
So this is
home support literally. Like I remember we সাফটা আমার মনে আছে যে সেমিফাইনাল ইন্ডিয়া এগেইনস্ট আমরা 2-1 জিতছিল
2-1 ছিল ফাইনালে 1-0
হ্যাঁ ওটা 2-1
ওটা তো ওই সেমিতে ইন্ডিয়া ফাইনালে মালদ্বীপ ছিল
হ্যাঁ মালদ্বীপস ছিল হ্যাঁ এবার
আফগানিস্তানের like teamটা সাফ থেকে like it was a big void actually, কারণ আফগানিস্তান was a strong team for সাফ, so ওরা লিভ করাটা আসলে খারাপ সাফের জন্য I feel like মানে competition wise obviously. আচ্ছা যাই হোক, shifting gears,
so we're moving to the Premier League right now. So first game, Leicester City 1, Liverpool 2. Alisson Becker like আচ্ছা তুমি তো লাইফে এর থেকে স্নো ক্রয়েফ টার্ন দেখছো কখনো? না I probably like যদি কেউ দিয়া থাকে সেটা আমি দিছি এবং আমারটা তো আমি দেখতে পারিনি, so Alisson এটা দেখে আমি so yeah, Alisson Becker howler, absolute howler, and gamer pore he tried to actually blame Van Dijk for the pass, which was ridiculous. Like so first of all Alisson is right-footed, so Van Dijk or ডান পায়ে পাসটা দিছে হ্যাঁ ওর সাইডে ছিল, but doesn't matter if you're right-footed that pass is fine. So just kick it out,
the corner কাছে কোনো প্লেয়ার ছিল
like Rose whatever,
so
yeah exactly he had so much time and the pass was fine, and like okay he fucked up big time, so there's no two ways about it. And the only good news for Liverpool, the howler came in a game they won. And
the thing about Liverpool is Liverpool's defense has improved a lot in January থেকে, so like I have to give Klopp a lot of credit on that. Van Dijk is really doing great. মানে Van Dijk আসার পর like Liverpool defense-টা যেভাবে like the way he took control,
that's 75 million এবং cheap right now.
To be honest, আমার মতে এখন পর্যন্ত মানে probably Premier League best player based on 4 games. Like he's playing like amazing. So আমি মনে করি like so Firmino with drought
as well, so
তো বলা উচিত না, মানে ওই ডাকটা ওভার আর কি, so lot of positives. There's like এখন like Navigator performing,
so I don't know, I think you missed this, but FLCB there was a big debate that is it Firmino or Lukaku. So Lukaku goals return is very good. Like it's actually like his goals ratio is better than
bhalo, but stat doesn't tell you the whole picture. I feel like Lukaku missed a lot of chance. Like
he misses chances, but
he always gets into good position.
Like who would rather have him?
And he's a physically imposing striker. Like Lukaku Drogba থেকে কম টাইম নিছে, বেশি গোল দিছে, এটা নিয়ে তো FLCB তে like big debate ছিল, আছে যাই হোক kind of still a big Drogba over.
No, but the only question is like, like who would you pick
of his big game mentality? I mean, the way he's like make Bayern suffer. আমার কিছু বলার নেই আসলে। So between
I think
Firmino and
like
Lukaku,
Firmino
I would pick
is
Firmino. No disrespect to Lukaku, I think he's a good striker. Kintu I feel like অনেক সময় big game missing. Honestly, so.
But it's not a big game missing. I think Firmino is
Perfect
like the
modern day striker.
perfect modern day striker.
If you want a good build up, Firmino is the best striker in the world. Build up play probably Benzema second.
Yeah.
But Firmino definitely number one. Okay, like Firmino build up. Firmino is the perfect striker for Salah. Like the way the connection he had with Salah and Mane. Like he's the perfect striker for Salah. Like এরকম unselfish, great build up striker আসলে পায় না Liverpool. So I pick Firmino for sure.
Definitely, if this was say 8 years ago, 10 years ago, before Tiki Taka and everything,
I would still pick Aguero
I think
over
everyone
Firmino
would choose
anyway.
Lukaku. No, but the thing is, we're not talking about Aguero. Lukaku and Firmino.
Between the two, Firmino.
Between the two,
I mean, pick
and Lukaku.
Between Lukaku and Morata, I would pick Lukaku.
Yeah.
Morata doesn't
because
prove
Morata
himself
is
in England.
Anyways, good thing you mentioned Morata. So next game, Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 0. Pedro, he's doing really.
Sarri is a good attacking coach. Sarri always get the best out of wingers and attacking players. So it's no surprise Hazard looks so impeccable. Like Hazard is in the form of his life. I think Hazard is reaching his peak, and that's good news for football fans, at least, because Hazard is very entertaining to watch.
Hazard at this time, another man of the match, I think it was, and or the last, what is it, like the last 4 and 5 months, like unbelievable. Like it's towards the end of last season, the World Cup. Yeah, I felt like he should have won the Golden Ball World Cup, and the start of the season, like first doing match he came on as a substitute. And then he came on as a substitute, I think, in the first game, and he was still man of the match for some.
I remember.
And I remember him against Newcastle. Like Newcastle against he was unbelievable again. And then again this match, so he's come very far. So has Pedro. Pedro didn't start a game. Willian started. I don't know why, because Pedro's he's looking like his
old self.
Say himself. Yeah. So
Asha, quickly, let's look at Chelsea's Europa League group.
Oh, we missed this. So Liverpool are okay, we'll get back to Liverpool. So Chelsea, Bate Borisov from Belarus.
PAOK from Greece.
How do you
PAOK actually.
Oh, you just pronounce the whole name. Okay, from Greece. And Vidi from Hungary.
I have never heard of this team's name.
I've never heard of Vidi either.
So it's such a straightforward group. Like Chelsea should really.
No, but it's not even that. I think Chelsea যদি Sevilla আসতো, I think they would have been happier than traveling to Hungary. I think that's more.
I don't know. I mean, I'm worried. I don't want to face the Real Madrid of Europa League.
No, I get it, but how much does Chelsea really care about the Europa League?
Hungary is not too far. I mean, the biggest trouble would be Belarus.
Yeah, like exactly, Belarus or
Greece. Actually, the trouble is kind of bad. But you know what? I mean, outside of Russia, I don't think European countries should, and Turkey.
I think all the English teams, everybody wanted Celtic.
I understand.
বাসে করে যেতে পারবে।
আমার point হচ্ছে যে মানে ইউরোপের মধ্যে traveling is compared to what we see in US, except England to Russia, by England to Turkey, but I think
Ukraine as well.
Ukraine to England হচ্ছে probably nearer to Denver. So
it's still right.
I feel like it. So I don't think traveling they're going to suffer. Maybe Bate winter যদি খেলা পড়ে Bateর সাথে, then that would be hard. But outside of that, winter Bate condition probably could make them suffer.
Actually,
let's go back to Liverpool.
Yeah. So Liverpool Champions League group is crazy. So PSG, one of the favorites. I would say, like, definitely top 5,
especially
favorites.
this year.
Napoli and Red Star Belgrade. So another Red Star Belgrade actually group is the second former champion, or they're playing Champions League again after 26 years. They won in 90. Was it 90 or
91?
They won in 91. They played 92.
I think 90 the AC Milan just. 91, I think.
Okay, and they played 92, and then 26 বছর খেলে নাই.
They
and then 18 আবার খেলে.
The atmosphere, I don't think anybody can replicate that atmosphere. It's actually scary to play in Serbia.
Yeah, it will be.
It's scary. It's not even like, okay, Red Star is a team, definitely bottom 3, but the atmosphere itself is crazy, and the fans gonna be super crazy.
Liverpool, PSG,
Liverpool,
PSG.
I would pick Liverpool, PSG to progress.
Liverpool and PSG. Napoli has Ancelotti though. Ancelotti though, European expert.
He used to be. I don't know. Napoli is gonna be hard. It's not Milan 2003 to 7. It's not.
No, but Real Madrid 2014.
Real Madrid 2014 and this Napoli comparison. No comparison.
No, it's not comparison. But
Ancelotti is a good coach in Europe, but Ancelotti was always bestowed with great squads wherever he goes. Chelsea, PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, AC Milan, star-studded squad. His league form doesn't speak for himself. তবে এটা ঠিক, Napoli এখন পর্যন্ত I think they conceded 6 goals, and I was reading in Reddit, out of those 6 goals were goal of the season candidate type. And let's talk about like we're probably jumping ahead, but let's talk about Quagliarella for a minute.
We'll get back to Napoli's game later.
Okay, we'll go back later, but
yeah, just thoughts on the group. Like, so you would pick PSG to top, and then Liverpool second, and then Napoli third.
I would pick Liverpool first.
Liverpool first. Okay, yeah, that's a bold prediction. But
I'm probably a believer. Well. Let's move to Man City.
Okay, Man City 2, Newcastle 1. Okay, before I get into Rafa's tactics. So last week I mean Rafa's tactics on a কথা বলছি, but great strike from Kyle Walker.
Of course. So.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's unstoppable. Nobody's stopping it.
Yeah, and first যখন আমি দেখছি তখন একবার ভাবছিলাম যে maybe Dubravka could have done better, but পরে like second,
third, bottom corner, like the worst place for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, goalkeeper কিছু করার ছিল না, and Martin Dubravka, he had a good game actually.
Yeah, I remember the triple save, although I think third off ছিল.
Exactly, he had a really good, but like দুই গোলে he had nothing he could have done it. And
shout out to my man Yedlin for that run and that goal.
Yeah. Apparently he's faster than Salah as well. Like, so
I believe that.
Yeah, he's quick, but I wish he had more technical ability. Yeah.
So
Pep Guardiola complained about World Cup hangover, which is the question mainly is about like Man City. This doesn't look like the Man City from last season. Like, you say that, and then they beat Huddersfield like 6-1. Was it 6-0? I can't remember.
But they were unlucky against Wolves because Wolves' goal was a handball.
Exactly, but then they only beat Newcastle 2-1.
Definitely they're not decimating opponents every game like they did last year.
Yeah,
World Cup hangover. I don't buy it because pretty much every team has World Cup hangover. Actually, small teams probably. I can see why small teams are খুব বেশি player বাইরে যায় নাই World Cup খেলা নাই.
No, but
I understand his point.
Actually, like I think in the final, Man City's only player was Benjamin Mendy. He didn't even play.
Oh well, Benjamin Mendy to খেলেই নাই পুরো টুর্নামেন্টে.
Our third place playoff হিসাব করলে Kevin De Bruyne was there, Company was there, but it wasn't too many. Like
no, not really.
Like all the Englander players.
Spurs had a lot of players.
Spurs had way more, and PSG had quite a few, but
PSG has quite a few for sure.
Yeah, but not too many Man City players were like একদম late stage ছিল না, like same for a second round quarter final তো almost অনেক সব বড় টিমেরই ছিল.
So what's your opinion about Rafa?
So Rafa, I mean, last week I defended Rafa, and I'm gonna do it again because it kind of if Rafa player they do attacking football খেলে Man City against it.
Destroyed.
Absolutely destroyed, মানে মাইরা ফেলবে এখন এই অ্যাটাকিং ফুটবল খেলার কোনো মানে নেই. উল্টা আরো 6-0 হারার পরে টিমের যে মোরাল ডিস্ট্রাকশনটা কারণে পরের একটা ইজি ফিক্সচারে আমরা হেরে যাবো. But Newcastle আরেক প্রবলেম আছে, like I don't know if you know, but midweek we had a game against Nottingham Forest
and you lost, right?
And we lost that one too, which was I'm buzzing it, like it's 50 years, man. 50. So, well, actually it's 49, but 50 to have it without a trophy. So that's another one. Does as if I'm a League Cup jitna, but still, it hurts. But yeah, I can't complain, honestly. Like we lost 2-1 to Man City, 2-1 to Chelsea, 2-1 to Tottenham, and unfortunately, tinta game like first chatta game they tinta game আমাদের first ছিল, but throughout the season যদি তিনটা game, like if this was game 4 and then 11 and then game 17 or whatever, তাহলে you look back at those results like, oh, you only lost by 1 goal to Tottenham, Chelsea and Man City. It's not bad. It's really not bad. And
Newcastle needs to put up like the small teams away, like
exactly, like a lot of bigger teams are Fulham or Crystal Palace.
Cardiff, for example, like 95th minute.
We should have won that one. Yeah, exactly.
That one, the Cardiff is probably the worst team in the league.
No, and the unfortunate part হচ্ছিল যে আমাদের performance against Chelsea, Tottenham, and Man City was very good. ওই same performance কার্ডিফের সাথে দিলে আমরা এমনি জিততাম এই ম্যাচটা.
আমি কার্ডিফের সাথে তো I think Newcastle 10 men equals.
Yeah, exactly. So first of all,
Cardiff couldn't do anything. That shows how bad Cardiff is.
That's fine, but our performance wasn't there. It's not. We shouldn't need Cardiff to play bad for us to win. We should be winning against Cardiff anyway. But anyways,
let's go to our darling Man United.
Oh, so a week after Man United একদমই কথা বলবো না because last তিনটা podcast almost like
two centered against two carries.
Time Man United কথা বলছে, but anyways,
just
Manchester United too. So obviously Man U jitse. They're treble contenders again. They win everything. Lukaku scored 2 again. Like Lukaku farming out Jamona. He could have probably scored like 5. So he had.
That's the point.
Exactly. Pogba missed a penalty. Rashford sent off, which was sort of harsh, but I understand.
I thought it was harsh. Yeah. But then again,
and Phil Barsley, and the thing was if Phil Barsley or those chilo ekhane, and either I think both should have gotten a yellow card, or if you're gonna send off one, ekjon ke red card dile I think dujon ke red card daw, something. It should have been equal. Or
he was saying that Rashford was the perpetrator, but I don't really look at it as a headbutt. As a jayhok,
and plus যদি হেডবাট দিবে তাহলে হেডবাটটা দাও উচিত এমন ভাবে যে মাথা উড়ায় ফেলাবে এরকম.
You know the way football works. ও টুক হেডবাটই অনেকে পুরো মাঠে রোল ওভার করতো. Like so, Phil Barsley, I give him credit for at least standing up, not like falling down.
Luke Shaw again. He's back in the England team, by the way. Unfortunately, he missed out on the World Cup. Squad ছিল না, but Gareth Southgate brought him back for England, Spain সাথে.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, UEFA Nations. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that next episode. Okay.
Luke Shaw, he was really good. Like Man just played this season without a doubt.
Okay. I mean, যেটা বলতে চাই, I think Burnley is one of those other team like that looks very suspicious. Relegation candidate.
You think so, but they have a very good squad and they have Sean Dice.
Yeah, but this season Burnley doesn't look convincing to me. I mean, there are a lot of teams in relegation mix. You can put Burnley in them. Like, there are at least 8 teams that are in the mix.
I would say 11.
I mean, more than 8.
11.
You can say Huddersfield.
Yeah. The Huddersfield 100%. I say anyone below Leicester, like top 6, Everton, Leicester, Watford, and then
Everton, Leicester, Watford, maybe Wolves. Wolves.
Nah, Wolves. Something could go wrong and they could go.
Okay, because the Southampton relegation candidate. Even Southampton relegation candidate. So that speaks a lot. West Ham relegation candidate, Crystal Palace relegation candidate, Bournemouth, even though they're playing well, still a relegation candidate. Yeah. Cardiff, though, Buan miserable. Cardiff, terrible.
Brighton, anybody could go down.
Shop relegation candidate. So Burnley easily in there, in the mix.
Burnley in there, but I think Burnley will be okay.
Okay.
I think they might be okay enough to even finish like
10th.
Maybe at lowest like 12th, but I don't see them finishing below.
I have a feeling they're going to struggle. They're going to.
Oh, the reason they might have struggled so far because of the Europa League.
They got knocked out, right? So
they got knocked out right now. So to Olympics.
That's actually blessing in disguise for them, I guess.
It only last week bolsilam. Yeah, it probably isn't, but because fanদের জন্য is such a big deal, like traveling.
I understand, but Premier League survival probably is a higher agenda for them. I would say, financially.
Yeah, financially the Premier League is worth.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're a Europa League winning candidate or something, so it doesn't matter for them to me. Let's look about the Champions League group of.
Okay, is this the group of death? Juventus, Valencia, Manchester United, Young Boys.
It is the group of death.
Young Boys is the team from Switzerland, just to let everybody know.
Oh man, just don't remind them.
Yeah, and so Juventus should be clear favorites. I think it's between Man U and
Valencia.
Valencia for the second spot.
So Old Lady and Young Boys in the same group. Okay.
Oh shit. and Valencia in the same group. Ashley Young in the same group as well. Inshallah,
Acha, yeah, wait. Amra Man City Champions League group to ব্যাপারে একটু বলি.
The easiest group
although Shakhtar, in my opinion, is a very good team. I fancy Shakhtar to finish second. Lyon, good team. Hoffenheim would absolutely finish last. I have no doubt.
Hoffenheim disaster almost.
So, I mean, still picks Shakhtar in second, even though Shakhtar has to deal with.
Shakhtar will probably finish. Shakhtar last year, I think they finished. They topped their group last year, wasn't it?
I don't remember. They were in the second round.
I think they went to the second round as group champions.
They lost to Roma.
Yes, they did.
And Roma group champions, though. Yeah, no, actually Shakhtar second.
Wait, actually, yeah, Roma was group champions.
So Roma was first. Shakhtar was second. Roma they fought really hard, then they lost second round. So no, Shakhtar is a good team, and considering the fact that they are in the middle of a civil war, among Donetsk, if you consider all this, like Shakhtar's achievement is remarkable.
Yeah, no, definitely.
আচ্ছা আমরা এরপরে নেক্সট যদি আমরা একটা ম্যাচ ফোকাস করি দেন
Cardiff.
Oh, that's entertaining, huh?
Oh man, Arsenal A season they are probably the team to watch. I think, like, if you want
entertainment, if you want good entertaining football, good matches, then you watch Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
But not a lot of discipline, like defensive discipline.
Like Arsenal this season, I think A season will be like so chaotic. Like ura dhura একটা season jabe. Unai Emery, I'm like, the respect for him grows every week. First of all, and the thing that I love about this game was that both Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette, like, they both started, they both scored.
I think this is the first time he did it.
Yeah, and they both look good. And
it doesn't happen. Duita, like, out and out striker.
Yeah, exactly. They do it a proper number 9 starting in the same game. Like, it rarely.
It feels like Dwight York and Andy Cole starting those days.
Exactly.
Football, like, just like.
Yeah. It hasn't happened. It doesn't happen in football anymore. Like it used to happen. When I started watching football, it used to happen all the time. Like Shearer and Bellamy for Newcastle. Like you had this was commonplace like 15 years ago.
Especially in England.
Especially England, yeah. And now, like one game, duta number 9 start করতেছে and it's like.
And there is a lot of time. এখন একটা পুরা one out and out striker start করা না football game.
Like Spain sometimes played with Fabregas.
False 9 and stuff. And I'm not complaining. There are a lot of like wingers are scoring much more, and midfielders are scoring probably much more than back then. So, but it's refreshing to all tactics.
And they both look good together as well. Like, and they started, and they're also like good friends outside. Apparently, like they became really close. And this is the only good news for Arsenal.
Arsenal have to give Emery some more time, though. Like Arsenal have to be patient. Arsenal fans have to be patient. I don't see a reason why they can't be patient. It's not like they were winning leagues after leagues. So if they can give this guy some time, I like the guy. So maybe he's gonna bring a lot of. Like he's the right candidate to take Arsenal. Arsenal attacking philosophy kills it, so he can continue playing in this style.
Yeah, definitely. Only word on Cardiff is like no, Cardiff is like Neil Warnock. He's known for his defensive capabilities, like or his teams are always very organized and everything, and like they'll be disappointed. They scored 2 goals. And they still lost the game. So for them, that's a big disappointment. Because they're not going to be scoring like এক game or a 2 goal অনেক matches score করতে পারবে না. Because for them, scoring is a big deal. And they scored 2 and they still lose the game. For them, that's a big disappointment. They would have expected like if we scored 2, we should be getting away with them. But again, like Cardiff is almost everyone's pick to finish 20, and best of luck to them. They have really great fans, and Neil Warnock. I used to hate the guy, but now I sort of like him, and I wish him the best. Arsenal's Europa League group. I'm not gonna even try to mention this. Was it Vorskla?
Let's look at that.
From Ukraine, then Karabakh from Azerbaijan, and then Sporting Club. From Portugal. Yeah, so
Vorskla, I have never heard of that team.
Never.
Karabakh, to amra Champions League dixi so.
Karabakh, I heard of. Yeah.
Karabakh is Azerbaijan, right?
Azerbaijan.
So that's a huge trip. That's actually far than Turkey.
Yeah. Like it's in Baku, Azerbaijan, and it's really far.
And this year's Europa League final is in Baku, by the way.
Oh, so is it Karabakh Stadium or somebody else's?
No, I don't think Karabakh plays in that stadium. That's the national stadium for Azerbaijan. That's like 66,000.
Bangladesh is like a national stadium.
We racing track show. Not too different, really.
Racing track.
So
Sporting Club, huge club.
In fact, Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal's group is harder than Chelsea. Of course, it's harder than Chelsea because Sporting.
Yeah, just by Sporting Club being there, I think Sporting is a.
But if you look at the trips, there are 2 other trips: is Ukraine and Azerbaijan long trip. So we kind of do a long trip, but tinta trip is easy. We kind of do it a long trip. Even Portugal is not too close either, but Portugal is fine.
Yeah, it's after Spain. Yeah.
So this is harder group for sure. Speaking of Premier League,
they should still qualify. Arsenal should still qualify.
Arsenal should still finish first.
And Unai Emery Europa League for 14 months.
Arsenal, given Unai Emery's success, and Arsenal should definitely focus on Europa League. Champions League
should be one of the favorites easily. Yeah.
Although we don't know who is going to drop down. So let's talk about.
It could be Tottenham. So the Tottenham, like Watford 2, Tottenham 1. Watford 4 games, 4 wins.
Do you know, like so far, Watford and Leicester Leicester 15-16 Leicester যে point tally ছিল after 6 game or 4 game. How many game went? 4 game. যে পরিমাণ goal scored, goal conceded, সবকিছু ওয়াটফোর্ডের সাথে identical.
এবং তার আগের সিজনে I think they had the same points, the same finish.
That's the thing. খুবই বেশি মানে it's too like কি বলবো মানে conspiracy নাকি আমি কি বলবো যেটা
Watford জিতলে like I have no idea.
Watford জিতলে crazy. Watford
জিতবে না, so it's not. This season was different. Like this season, you have Man City, you have Liverpool, even Chelsea to some extent.
Chelsea be there for sure. Even so, I would have said Spurs, but Spurs like every time I predict Spurs as a title contender, they let me down. United. It just happened.
Yeah, exactly. And then you never can count out
Spurs, given the squad, given the continuity of this team, Spurs should compete for the title. Like it actually,
exactly.
It's something I don't understand. Like I really like Pochettino, but I don't know if the guy has it in him. Like it's
I think we winning mentality the winning.
That's like it's just sad because I really like this team, like the players, the group set of players they have. They produce so many good players for England national team. They produce so much attacking talent
for Belgium national team as well.
That's
World Cup winning captain. Like they have so many things going.
They have such a good squad, and I think Wembley, take a new stadium. I think that's a great move for them too. But I just don't know. Like a shop match, like Spurs has to. Like Spurs get complacent. They got 1-0. They were ahead 1-0, and then
so like draw against Watford away isn't really that bad. But considering they were winning 1-0, it's disaster.
It is like you have to like Asia matchy like Spurs. This is the difference. Like Spurs always do well in big games, and then come like small teams. It's just I don't understand.
Spurs are Champions League
group. Oh, that's another top group.
Milan, PSV, Eindhoven. I mean, PSV. They have a young team, but whatever. But
they have Taki Lozano.
They have Tiki Lozano. Yeah, I know. Mexico, by the way. Well, Lozano is the guy who scored against Germany for Mexico.
I don't know. I didn't watch that goal. So
we know German fan. So Barcelona, Inter Milan, Barcelona should be favorites. I think Barcelona are one of the favorites for the Champions League as a whole this season. So they should be okay.
But some stumbling blocks Barcelona had in Champions League last 3 seasons, but we will see.
Yeah. But what about Tottenham? So Tottenham, Inter Milan is all.
Inter isn't firing in all cylinders, so I mean still pick Tottenham in the second.
Exactly, I think Tottenham is okay with this group. It's শুনলে অনেক মনে হয় যে আসলে
this is not the Inter like of 10. Inter probably in 2 years' time would be a much better Inter than this one.
Yeah, this is not Inter Milan from 8 years ago, and this is not Barcelona from 8 years ago either. So
oh my gosh, no, I don't. Then rest in peace Tottenham for sure. Although didn't they beat Inter, but which year was it?
Oh, that was Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
Take it to Michael.
Yeah. Poor Michael. That's what I wanted to write this.
Rest in peace, his soul.
Yeah, that was what? That was
2012, 11.
11, I think.
It was after Mourinho years. It was during Mancini's time.
Yeah, it was. I think
definitely not Mourinho. Definitely not Mourinho. So
I think it was Harry Redknapp was the manager at Tottenham. But yeah, that was crazy.
Okay.
Gareth Bale's like insane performance.
Let's okay, I'm England. We reviewed a lot. Let's move to Spain.
La Liga. So Barcelona 8, Huesca. I hope I'm saying that right, please. Huesca 2. Huesca last year budget chilo was 9 million. All I know is 9 million. I'm not sure if it's
a misleading number because last year they were in La Liga 2 আর কি।
Yeah, but last year Lionel Messi income just from Barcelona, I'm not even talking about endorsements, was 84 million.
I mean, Messi has the highest salary in team sports.
Yeah, but it's just it's
this is one complaint I have about football. Like, it's
so
astronomical.
Messi salary দিয়ে 10টা
Huesca to me. Literally 30 times 300 player salary almost.
Exactly.
So
West Ham was leading 1-0, so you can understand the talk at the Camp Nou, Johan Huesca 1-0 up against Barcelona.
I mean, it's Barcelona decimated them, but it's only Huesca. So, but Huesca played really attacking, so that's refreshing. But
Yeah,
that's why you don't play attacking football against big teams.
Exactly.
That's
Perfect.
why you park the bus.
Yeah. You park the bus, you lose 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, whatever, and then you go back, you go like, yeah, we lost 2-1 only. Instead of saying we lost 8-2. But anyways, Barcelona going forward, they look really good, especially Messi, Dembele, Coutinho.
Coutinho's passing.
Yeah, Coutinho passing range is insane.
Oh, the through ball he plays for Messi. Like, one pass, bam, goal.
They haven't missed Iniesta yet. Yeah. And Suarez got 2 goals as well.
So that's a good confidence booster for him.
Yeah, Messi gave up the penalty, which Messi did it to give Suarez like his confidence back by scoring, but এরকম যদি হয় যে আমি একটা পেনাল্টি পাইছি, সেই পেনাল্টি আমি তোমাকে দিয়ে দিলাম, এটা তো অলমোস্ট ভিক্ষার মতন. So I don't know how much that works for your confidence anyway.
I think it works.
Should Valverde and Barcelona fans be worried about conceding 2 goals against Huesca? So
absolutely. I mean,
they both played, and
it's Huesca. I mean, to me, if you concede 2 goals against Huesca, there are big teams coming up. Betis.
And it wasn't like anybody, like both starting center backs started. Like
Umtiti pick a good center back, but Umtiti he at times switched off. Even in France, like French fans were really like scared at times with Umtiti. Remember the handball he gave away against Australia?
Yeah,
I was like, I have no explanation for that.
Umtiti's defensive style is like almost
it's so awkward,
very last ditch, and I think he just needs to work a little bit on his positioning,
okay.
Which he can do. Like PK is almost difficult to believe. Like PK is 31. Like they
PK is probably positioning wise best center back.
Well, maybe not best, but he's like one of the best, definitely. And I would say PK should be teaching Umtiti that, hey, bhai, like we need to work on this. Like they should be working on that in the training field. Just follow what I'm doing. And Umtiti should be learning from PK. And PK is like he's the senior defender.
This is almost like the Busquets Kante topic that we talked about.
Exactly. Busquets. We'll explain that
another time.
But yeah. Anyways, moving to Real Madrid 4, Leganes. So Real Madrid's scorer was Bale, Benzema, and Sergio Ramos. The same 3 people scored in the game before. I forgot against the Chile.
Girona.
Was it Girona? It was Girona, right?
Yeah, it was 4-1 too. So
well, and we were one have Bale দুটা দিছিল, এবার Benzema দুটা দিছিল, but yeah, Real Madrid 77% possession.
Oh man,
Real Madrid odd for Real Madrid
has probably more possession than Barcelona this season,
which is crazy, insane. Like I think in the last 10 বছরের first time ever. Not first time ever, but last 10 বছরের first time definitely. Their playing style has completely changed. Like Lopetegui is bringing his style that he played with France under 21s, under 20s, and then the French and the Spain national team. Like he's bringing it along with him.
Lopetegui is a very attacking coach. I mean, you can see him.
Yeah, I think Spain. নাম নিয়ে জানি কি হয়েছে আজকে, but হ্যাঁ, Real Madrid, the Spanish players, they know him really well, and you could just say that which is why this was a great appointment, because after Zidane, যে কোনো ম্যানেজারের সাথে হয়তো
it's gonna be hard.
হ্যাঁ, but Lopetegui আসাতে it sort of has eased that problem a little bit, or a lot of it, because the players have a lot of respect for Lopetegui.
I would say that too.
And Leganes, last year Leganes knocked Real Madrid out from the
Copa del Rey.
So this is sort of like revenge for them. আচ্ছা, আমরা বার্সেলোনা গ্রুপ নিয়ে বলছি আগে টটনহ্যামের কথা বলার সময়। So Real Madrid চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স লিগ গ্রুপ, AS Roma, CSK Moscow, and Victoria Plzen. How do you pronounce it? I thought it was Plzen.
Victoria Plzen, right?
I have no idea. I thought আমি জেডটা মনে করছিলাম সাইলেন্ট থেকে, because Czech Republic is Z silent থেকে, so Plzen is Z silent.
I have no idea about the language.
Anyway, so yeah, Roma,
Victoria Plzen. I mean, CSK, not a bad team. CSK, but I don't know if you follow the news. CSK sold a lot of players this season. They are in a financial crisis right now. So
well, I don't know why, because
they downsized this one. Do you know, they sell their best player, who was Golovin, to Monaco? Yeah. I think, is it Monaco? I think it's Monaco. Yeah, and they sold Golovin for 30 million or 25 million. They have to sell some players because there was, I think the problem was their owner. He's going through some tough times because Russian economy is it's unpredictable. So I mean, I would say CSK, Jodio CSK, last year CSK, I would have fans last year, I think CSK give a hard time to some of the team. I couldn't remember. Manchester United or somebody. They barely beat them, but this year CSK is an easy walk. Roma, I feel like Roma is weaker than last year.
Yeah, Roma definitely. Well, we'll get to Roma's game later, but Roma bought a lot of players. I think
a lot of young players. Obviously, they bought good, but it's definitely not thinking they're definitely planning for something in the future, not for this season.
I mean, 9 goal
is a huge miss. It's
huge miss.
কোনো replacement, যত replacement আনো, 9 goal was Roma's probably top 2 or 3 constant performer for the last 5 years. Him and Dzeko and Manolas, I would think.
But Real Madrid, there কোনো problem হবে না group,
this shouldn't be a hard group for them. Real Madrid Champions League, always good.
Okay, so next game was probably the shock of the weekend.
Celta
Vigo 2, Atletico Madrid.
I'm not that shocked. Playing in Celta's home is not easy.
Yeah, but I get it. Celta is a good team, and and their record at home, they beat Barcelona in was it last year or the year before, Monaco?
4-3.
No, that was the year before. It was 4-3. I remember. But you think of it, but Atletico Madrid is challenging for the title, and if you're challenging for the title in Spain, and you're already 5 points down in game 4. It's worrying. If somebody said that this is a 35 game league and then Atletico starts with a 5-point penalty against Real Madrid and Barcelona, you go yeah, they're not gonna win. But
I think small teams can give hard times, even in Spain.
Yeah, but our year Spain league will be like a close to 100-point league, and if it is a 100-point league, then Atletico is not going to win. If the league is
I always say
Atletico chances.
Atletico and Simeone prove time and time again they're better in cup competition. So focus more on Champions League.
Yeah, but the sad part is their squad a year.
They should do well in all 3 fronts. That's how they bought. So I mean, they should do well in all 3 competition. They have a good squad. I don't know if that's how true it is, but the amount of salary they're offering to Griezmann, if they can offer that much money to Griezmann, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of money too. So and they have no excuses.
No, they're definitely like the third richest club in Spain.
By far the third richest club. Among obviously much way they're in a position where they're way above the fourth place team, but way behind the second place team.
Yeah, no, but budget wise that is 100% true. But on the field, you feel like they can compete. Like Barcelona, Real Madrid against it, like a squad and a team there, a manager there.
Simeone got stale and he lost it a bit because last year Champions League performance was pretty bad too.
Yeah, but they're a Europa League champion. Like, what do you want to say?
But the type of team they are, I expect them to go to quarters at least.
Well, I would rather win the Europa League than like if I'm Atletico, say for Liverpool, like you tell them like, would you rather be would you rather be like runner up of Champions League or win the Europa League? Liverpool might go like, okay, I'd rather be runner up of the Champions League. But for Atletico, যেহেতু ওরা runner up হয়েছে already দুইবার European.
They won the Europa League too. 10-12, bro.
Yeah, or 10-12 UEFA Cup জিতছে, I get it, but winning a trophy is bigger for Atletico.
I feel like Atletico is a team. They have to dream big. They have to focus on Champions League. Able to Champions League.
No, I think they will. Champions League focus করবে. And anyways, like, since we're talking about it, Champions League group over there, AS Monaco, Dortmund, and Club Brugge. So again, they got a relatively nice group. Like Monaco
and Dortmund are not there used to be. Not what they're used
exactly
to be.
Like it's no, and Club Brugge is
in Belgium.
It's an okay side from Belgium, but they have got a pretty healthy group for them, and a group of champion Atletico should be easily champions. Like you're looking at like 5 wins, maybe even like 15 points. The only problem might be like Dortmund away, maybe Monaco away. They should win all their home games. They should win away at Brugge. And if you're a group champion, and because Atletico, Spanish team, so they will avoid Real Madrid and Barcelona second round there. And they can get to if they get to the quarterfinals and they keep put a squad, if they keep Griezmann fit, Diego Costa.
Anything can happen after that. This is the best Atletico's offense ever since.
I feel like their squad this season is better than the squad that won the La Liga. Better than the squad that
La Liga যখন জিতছে ওদের উইঙ্গার ছিল তুরান ডিয়াগো, I think.
Well, তুরান ওই সিজন অনেক ভালো খেলছিল, by the way.
True. But I'm going to say, ever since the departure of Aguero and Forlan, they never really had two great strikers in the front at their peak. Like Costa is still pretty much at his peak.
Costa is one of the best in the world.
And Griezmann is one of the best players. So I'm going to Aguero and Forlan a combination for this is after that they continue to produce good strikers, but I feel like যখন Falcao ছিল তখন Costa was too young. Then Falcao left, then Costa was great, then Costa left, then Griezmann আসছে. Like there was never two great strikers at their peak. So এর মধ্যে then they have a good midfield.
Yeah,
they bought Lamar.
They bought Lamar as well.
They have good wing backs like Theo Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez. I'm sorry, not Theo Hernandez. They have one of the best keeper, best center back. So I mean, like this team has to do something.
I think they will, and Champions League final or their home stadium.
So that's an extra incentive. Acha, I'm gonna quickly wrap up kori Italyte.
So Juventus won 2-1 at Parma, but nobody cares about Juventus' score. Everybody is looking at Ronaldo, and Ronaldo didn't score again. So I'm pretty sure Ronaldo জীবনে গোল দিবে না, or লাইফে or গোল করার দিন।
এই যে এগুলো বলতেছো, like next match Ronaldo ঠিক হবে।
তো মজার কাহিনী হচ্ছিল রোনাল্ডো এই সিজনে 3 games and most amount of shots.
In top 5 leagues, actually.
মজার কাহিনী কি জানো, last season Ronaldo after 3 games most amount of shots, no goals ছিল. Everybody knows.
I don't think I don't know how people will react to this, but I still think Ronaldo will score definitely a lot of goals, but I don't think he's going to score 44 goals. Because
I think 40 goals দিবে না, এটার reason হচ্ছিল I think he's getting older. And
it's not Real Madrid. That Real Madrid team, there are so many creators and they are the best at what they do. I don't pick এখন currently Modric and Kroos combination. It's hard to top that. এখনকার দিনের I respect Pjanic and probably Emre Can or Khadira, but they're just not in that level. Alexandro is a good wingback, but he's not Marcelo. It's just and Benzema is Benzema. Benzema was a good catalyst to create chances for Ronaldo. I don't think this is going to happen. I think Juventus' playing style kind of hurts Ronaldo.
By the way, আমি ভুলে গেছিলাম এটা যে remember Gervinho or former Arsenal player? I forgot totally that he still plays football. So he scored,
right?
Yeah, for Parma he scored, right? What?
He's in Parma?
Yeah, he's the one who scored against Juventus. Parma 2-1. Gervinho. Yeah. And then Mandzukic and Matuidi scored the winner for
Mandzukic. She's continuously scoring. That's the thing. Acha, let's Inter.
So the two Milan clubs, Bologna 0, Inter Milan 3, Nainggolan first league goal or first goal for Inter Milan. Also Kandreva and Perisic, World Cup final scorer, whatever.
Inter should win like that. Inter shouldn't lose to lowly teams. Inter should be second.
And Bologna is a really bad side, by the way. So Bologna has Inter Milan get that score. Anyways, we discussed Inter Milan's group. AC Milan 2, AS Roma 1.
I watched the highlights for that game, and that was very intense.
It was. Patrick Cotrone. Again, in Romania, I'm already called up Bolsi, so they bought players.
Cotrone looks like a good player. I mean, he's only 19.
He's always a good player, yeah.
But Milan, I still do you think Milan can finish in top 4?
I don't think so. I think even top 5, I think I have them finishing 6th.
I have a feeling Roma এবং Milan দুইজনে কেউই top 4 finish করবেন.
Because you have Lazio going in?
I would rather pick Lazio.
Yeah, I would pick Lazio as well. I think Lazio...
I feel like for Roma, it's a transition season. Or kind of. Our top 3, I would pick those 3.
So I have Juventus, Napoli, Inter Milan, and I had Roma finishing 4th. But yeah, Lazio, I had Lazio 5th, and then...
I have Lazio 4th, Milan 5th, Roma 6th.
But okay, we should talk about Sampdoria. Sampdoria is a good team as well. Sampdoria 3, Napoli 0.
Atalanta is a good team too.
I thought 3টা গোলই কিন্তু ভালো ছিল, especially first goalটা insanely really good goal from Drefel. By the way, the Italian commentary শুনতে heavy trauma. Drefel. Anyways. So it was actually a counter attack. Drefel's first goalটা it was in the 11th minute. So let me finish. 11th minute counter attack. 7 seconds from back to front and they score. I have no idea what happened to Napoli's defense. Everybody just evaporated, and Sampdoria just attacked and they just scored. It was that easy.
And then the Cogliarella goal was man.
Okay, so কেউ যদি এটা না দেখে থাকে, please এখনই not এখনই, maybe after the podcast.
Don't leave us.
Don't leave. Maybe after we'll be done soon. Go on YouTube and look up this goal, Fabio Cogliarella.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Well, Google his name first, get the spelling, and then go on YouTube and find this.
Actually, goal. Syria has a good highlights. Go on Syria's YouTube channel.
Syria, hello, HD quality.
And then type Sampdoria 3, Napoli 0. Watch the whole for every game they have only 14-second highlights.
The thing
Whether
is,
it's 7-1, whether it's 1-0.
goal of the season contender easily. Like
That's what somebody was saying. Like Napoli conceded 6 goals. Out of them, 4 were like really great goals, like top 50 goal easily of the season. So,
this one could be number one. Like
the way he did it, like it's so nonchalant. The way he did it, it feels like he did it during his sleeping.
No,
Even
I don't.
when he sleeps,
Like,
it's so easy for him.
এরকম ফোর্স পেল কেমনে লাইক ইউজুয়ালি প্লেয়াররা লাইক এরকম ফ্লিক করে তো বলটা লাগে and
always known for scoring some crazy goals. Remember his cheap against, I think, New Zealand. Was it New Zealand or Slovakia? World Cup 2010. There was a cheap goal from Guardiola. Oh my god, that chip, like it's like a flat chip. It's not like a looping chip or something. And it was like from 25 years. He still scored. Oh, like I don't know, like that chip was something else.
না কোয়াড্রিয়ালা নিয়ে সবাই অনেকজনই বলে লাইক এ ব্যাটা জাস্ট অনেক অসম গোল দেয় বাট আনফরচুনেটলি
গোল দেয় না এরপর
নরমাল গোল দেয় না বাট দিস গোল লাইক আমি আল্লাহ জানে আমি লাইফে কত হাজার ফুটবল ম্যাচ দেখছি এবং কত হাজার গোল দেখছি বাট
I don't think I've seen something like this.
আমার মনে হয় না লাইক দিস ইজ এরকম স্টাইলে লাইক এত দূর থেকে ব্যাক ফ্লিপ উইথ ফোর্স
We have seen everything. We have seen score 50 goals, everything. So, I don't goal just different.
Okay, Ancelotti, league record we've spoken about. Anyways, Ancelotti former team, Stuttgart 0, Bayern Munich 3. Standard Goretzka scored, by the way. Bayern Munich.
It was business and okay. It's Turina, obviously. But haters will say a lot of stuff.
এখানে একজন হেটার বসে আছে
Oh my god.
I didn't watch the game. Did you like?
It was so easy. It was just easy for Bayern. Like, it doesn't feel like Stuttgart, like nowhere near Bayern.
Yeah,
Muller had a very good start of the season, so that's good news for Bayern. I think.
Muller is still in the German team, by the way. His buddy Joachim Low still picked Muller, even though Ozil's থেকে অনেক বেশি খারাপ খেলছে.
Joachim Low is one of those. Okay, I don't want to be like refuting, but Joachim Low is that.
Let's talk about Germany. Germany World Cup first round এ বাদ. ঠিক আছে. Manager তো চেঞ্জ করে না. আচ্ছা ফাইন, ম্যানেজার চেঞ্জ করে না বুঝলাম.
Why would you?
Almost same team pick করছে. Like the only difference is Sane is in there and big name এর মধ্যে আর কে কাউরে তো বাদ দেয়. Like literally like the whole team that he picked.
He dropped Khadira, but then
Khadiraর বয়স হয়েছে দেখ Khadira তো এমনো drop, but that doesn't count.
But who else should be dropped? I mean, Muller probably should be dropped, but outside of Muller,
I don't know. Anyway, আমার এইটুকুন খালি বুঝি German FA or DFB, whatever, they said wholesale changes and blah blah blah. There will be like cookie investigation হবে এই হবে ওই হবে দেখলাম তো কিছুই হয়নি আসলে. Anyways, moving on. Hanover 0, Dortmund 0. I haven't watched that game. না, because Friday তো তুমি অফিসে ছিল.
অফিস ছিল আমি.
আমার কাম ছিল না, এই জন্য আমি বাসায় বসে খেলাটা দেখছি এবং খেলাটা দেখা খুবই বাজে ডিসিশন ছিল. Because it was a very boring game. Pulisic didn't play. যেই কারণে আমি ম্যাচটা দেখা শুরু করছি সেই কারণটা যখন বাদ ছিল. But anyways, I was hoping for a good game. Hanover was very happy getting a draw. Dortmund was very happy drawing against Hanover for some weird reason. Anyways, Schalke, last season a runner-up, 2 games, 2 losses. They lost at home to Hertha Berlin. Hertha Berlin, one of the relegation contenders, I guess. I'm not sure.
Not really. They're mid-table.
But yeah, so what's going on?
I don't know. Schalke are always erratic. Like they finish second, third one season, and then next season they have Champions League, Europa League, and they play bad. Finish 12, 13, then they finish second, third again. They're not consistent. They're financially one of the richest team, though. You would be surprised.
Yeah, they have a great stadium. Okay, France, their last game, PSG, well, they won 4-2 away at Nîmes Olympic.
Nimes.
Oh, alright.
In the way.
Okay, so PSG front four সবাই goal দিছে Neymar, Di Maria.
Di Maria don't belong to that.
Cavani well scored. Mbappe sent off violent conduct.
Yeah, it was very mature.
Yes, Mbappe fan, please. আমি পডকাস্ট করি দুটা বিশাল Mbappe fan দিয়ে। সো এখন একজন না আরেকজন আছে। সো তুমি বলো দেখি কি হয়েছিল।
He got tackled. He couldn't take it. It was 91st minute. He reacted angrily.
Both players got sent off. So this is different from Bardsley.
No, this is actually a stupid decision. I don't think the other guy, because he tackled him. It was a bad tackle, but it probably warrants a yellow.
So you're saying the other guy should not have been sent off?
Other guy probably should get a yellow.
Okay, so এই ক্ষেত্রে like basically এইখানে যেটা হয়েছে সেটা ইয়ার ম্যাচে হচ্ছিল ম্যানুর ম্যাচে যেটা সেটা এখানে হওয়ার কথা ছিল।
হ্যাঁ, true. And it's a clear send off. I mean, he lost his head. It's just
আচ্ছা quickly আমাদের লিগ উইকেন্ডের গেম শেষ quickly UEFA proposed away goals will abolish করে দিবে from maybe next season, which
there is no timeline. They're just talking about it. Right?
Okay, so what do you think?
I'm actually against this law.
So you know anything about the history of when this was brought in, or?
I mean, I googled it. It was 64-65 Cup Winners' Cup.
Okay.
But the thing is, আমার point ছিল যে I think away goal gives a different dynamics to the game. I'm all for abolishing away goal in the extra 30 minutes in second leg.
I think everybody is, but okay.
But I think away goal, if you abolish it, a lot of park the bus will happen. I mean, I'm not necessarily against defensive football, but I think away goals encourages a lot of teams to play a bit attacking. So they are more dynamic to the there are more shifting and changes.
Okay, so let me give the counter to that. So in my opinion, away goal rule is absolute dark ages. It's a very stupid rule. It needs to go away today. If it was up to me, এই সিজনে চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স লিগ থেকে এটা বাদ দিতাম, নেক্সট সিজন পর্যন্ত ওয়েট করতাম। মেইন রিজন ফর সো আমি যেটা জানি সেটা যে this is from, and I was listening to some, I think it was BBC or might have been The Guardian. So radio, they were explaining. So this guy, he knows his shit about football. So he was explaining the away goal rule was brought in because আগে টিমরা ডিফেন্সিভ খেলতো, so they wanted to UEFA wanted to encourage teams. Well, the teams used to play defensive away from home. So if it was I don't know if Man United was playing Liverpool away, so Man United would play defensive.
They still do.
Then try to get a 0-0, which they still do. But anyways, they try to get a 0-0 and then bring the tie home and then try to win there. So they introduced the away goal rule. So they away te jawar por, now if you score away, it means more. So it encourages attacking football, which probably was fine. 1990s, 80s সময় was football was very dire, especially it was very defensive footballs. 90s
offside rule was different too.
Yeah. So all of that stuff, I think football has changed so much. এখন উল্টা হয়েছে. If you look at Mourinho or even Rafa Benitez, or now a lot of teams, they look at the away goal rule and they go I'm gonna play defensive at home. So কোনো টিম যদি দেখে যে আমি আমাদের হোমে 0-0 ড্র করে যদি কোনোভাবে আমরা second leg away-তে
I get your point actually. I mean, it's actually somehow somebody else was making this point. Actually, there is always a two side to the coin. I mean, there are
আরো পয়েন্ট হচ্ছিল যে not only does away goal rule ঠিক আছে, it encourages attacking play, but what happens when that goal is scored? Away goal has killed so many ties. So for example, if you have the first leg jitso 1-0, and then you go away, and then the opposition is leading 1-0, and all of a sudden in the 80th minute, or not even 80th, say in the 60th minute, you score one goal. That's it. The tie is over. Like the last 30 minutes, Shobai is just passing the ball around or something, because that one goal has killed the tie completely. So if you win the first leg 2-0, you go away, you score one. Now the opposition has to score 4 goals. 4 goals, that's insane. Nobody's going to do it. So, and they just pass the ball around. Like, it happened in, remember Liverpool Man City last season? So Liverpool, I think the first leg, they won 5-1, was it? Was it 5-2? I can't remember. And then second leg, I think Man City was leading 1-0. And then Liverpool scored, and then Man City was like, well, hell with this. So we're not scoring 7 goals, so we're going to stop trying. And same thing could have happened like Barcelona PSG. Remember that 6-1? Like Barcelona attack, up 3-0. PSG score 3-1, and then Barcelona goes like, then we put it like Cavani scored, and then 20 minutes almost kisu hoy nai, because Barcelona didn't think they could score 3 more goals. PSG didn't think they were gonna score. They want to concede 3 more goals. But that was an anomaly. Like we game with hoise, but most games away goal sort of like kills the tie. Like look at Barcelona, Bayern Munich 2015, I think it was. Like I think Barcelona first like 3-0 jitse. They went to Munich. I think Bayern scored first 1-0. The crowd is going crazy. Everyone's saying like they're gonna make the comeback, and then Neymar scored, I think it was. And then everyone's like, all right, it's over. We're not scoring 5. So away goal actually hurt ties more than helped them. So I think away goal go away. We don't need it. It's absolutely pointless. Our times have changed. Teams are mostly attacking football. I don't think Pep Guardiola cares away goal ase naki nai. Pep Guardiola is gonna play like Pep Guardiola anyway. Klopp is gonna play like Klopp anyway.
I don't think Pep Guardiola and Klopp cares.
And this doesn't matter. I don't think everybody has their own style, and I don't think that away goal rule changes anything.
I think away goal rule is kind of unfair, but I would still,
yeah,
I was still under the old thinking school chair.
No, the thing about like Man City, Monaco, remember? Like I think
5-3.
Yeah,
3-1.
It was 3-1 at first, and then 5-3. And how is that fair? Like it's 6-6. Both teams scored 6 goals. How is it fair? That
no, obviously, away goal fair. Actually, I'm going to like argument. Paina, away goal is not actually a fair rule. I don't think so.
I think you should go.
Okay.
All right. So everyone waiting for. এটা নিয়ে কথা না বললে সবাই খুবই চেতবে। সেটা হচ্ছিল very boring FIFA best player award nomination.
so original.
So yeah, Ronaldo, Mohamed Salah, Luka Modric. First of all, congratulations to all 3 of them. It's very controversial. I think this is one of the more controversial
choice.
Yeah, in a long time.
Okay, I mean, should I start? I mean,
yeah, go ahead, please.
No insult to Liverpool fans. I don't think Salah deserves to be in top 3.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, if we compare Salah's stat with Messi's stat, it's obvious. Among Liverpool,
but I don't think Messi deserves to be in the top 3 either.
I don't think Messi deserves. I mean, probably Messi don't deserve to be in the top 3. I think Griezmann deserves to be in the top 3.
I agree.
I mean, I can probably make an argument that Varane deserves to be in the top 3, and people call me crazy. But
I'm okay with that too.
The thing is, he won Champions League, he won World Cup.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit unfair. I really do think that. I mean, yeah, France win the World Cup. France was a great team, but Griezmann, Varane, that's why you cannot penalize them. It's their record speaks for themselves. I mean, if I were the coach, I would probably pick Griezmann as this like my number 1 player. But I mean, he didn't even make top 3 in any competition. Ballon d'Or, I think they're gonna pick a different. I mean, they're gonna pick. They still haven't declared, right, for Ballon d'Or.
No, Ballon d'Or বোধহয় আরো অনেক পরে আসে.
So, okay, what's the time frame to
I
decide?
have a problem with the time frame. They call it FIFA World Player of the Year 2018 or whatever.
18, huh? So, what's the time frame?
Like, I don't understand. Like, time frame ki January to December? January to December, why are we announcing now? Or is it like...
Why don't you just announce it at December?
I have no idea.
If it was last season, or if it's January to December, we still have 4 months to play. I mean, 3 months to play. I don't really see like ekhon decision. Like,
no, I think the thing is like your second half of the season performance never matters. I think it could be that Ronaldo gets injured. I mean, God forbid. I don't wish him any. But if Ronaldo gets injured, before I get like 1,000 text messages. By the way, this is Orvid. I'm Orvid. So if you're sending...
No, that's not true at all. Oh my God.
Ronaldo injured.
Snake move.
You find him on Facebook.
This is not Orvid at all.
Okay, so yeah. If like say Ronaldo gets injured, like, and he doesn't play the next 4 months, does it change whether he should be nominated? I think he should still be nominated.
But you should also take into consideration of the first half of the season too. Or it doesn't count at all?
I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters. Because like I'm saying, like if Messi could score like 40 goals in the next 4 months,
2018 best player should be based on 17-18 season.
Yeah, I agree. But then again, if that's the case, Salah had a pretty good season. Like he scored 30,
and so did Messi.
But I don't have that much problem with Salah. I don't think Messi. The thing with Messi is like Messi's standards is so high for him to just. Well, again, it's so like he won a double. Like,
but I understand. He won the like statistically speaking, Messi was above Salah in every spectrum.
Europe, probably, yeah. Based on stats, last season, best league player in Europe.
I understand Modric's stat isn't that great looking, but Modric plays in a different position. So
yeah,
I kind of give a free pass to Modric on that.
Here's the thing with Modric was that, like, listen, I love Luka Modric, and he won the Champions League as well. So and he was runner-up. But you have Varane who won the Champions League and he won the World Cup as well.
I think Varane is a great shout for World Player of the Year. It's just he's a defender, nobody cares. It's so sad.
And you had Griezmann, who probably was France's best player at the World Cup. And
he was not probably France's best player. He was the best player for France.
Yeah, and he scored in the final. It was a penalty, but he scored.
He had 3 goals, 3 assists, right? Something like that.
Yeah, well, I think whatever. But anyways, he won
the Europa League.
Best player. He won the Europa League. His performances were very good. Europa League. Finally, he played bad. Right? I get it, but
he scored 2 goals. He's the one who scored goals.
Sorry. I meant to say the UEFA Super Cup final. I was confusing.
UEFA Super Cup final, he wasn't there.
Yeah, but the Super Cup probably didn't even count. But anyways, Griezmann should have been top 3. Griezmann was. In fact, I argued that Griezmann should have won it. Like Griezmann and Gito.
I argued that Griezmann should have won it too. So.
And.
So finally we agree on to something, huh?
Salar জন্য তো খারাপ লাগে না because it's his first time and first time from
I'm happy that an African player made it to top 3
and Premier League take a first time as well.
I'd love to see Son make it to top 3 and some Asian representation. General Son, I mean.
Yeah, General Son in Battlefield. Oh, you should say South Korea won the Asian Games gold medal. এর জন্য সনকে এখন মিলিটারিতে যেতে হবে না আর so Salah first time Premier League থেকে was it like Ronaldo was the last one
to get nominated.
Ronaldo won it as a Premier League player, but even nominated, Ronaldo was the last one. And since then,
Ronaldo is the only Premier League player to win it.
Yes. আগে Premier League থেকে অনেক হইতো. I think Lampard was nominated one.
Lampard finished second though.
Yeah, Gerrard nominated. Thierry on
third. Beckham second, দুইবার, Henry দুইবার second.
Yeah. And I think
সেকেন্ড হইছে একবার ফার্স্ট হইছে প্রিমিয়ার লিগে থাকার সময় সো
you could even argue like 2004 এ কে জিতছিল
2004 এ ওয়ার্ল্ড প্লেয়ার
yeah
ব্যালন ডিওর জিতছিল নেটবেড
you could argue like, it could have been on
no Ronaldinho ওয়ার্ল্ড প্লেয়ার জিতছে
Ronaldo 2005 এ জিতছে
2004 or 5 it is
না 5 or 6 এ
wait 6 এ তো ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ ছিল I think 6 এ Fabio Cannavaro জিতছে
oh right yeah, 4 or 5 এ জিতছে you're right yeah
I mean it's hard to argue against Ronaldinho the magician
no 2004 হলে I would argue 2004
also, wait 2004 এ কি half season খেলছিল is no that wasn't 4 that was 3 I think okay I clearly don't remember
anyway so 2018 and all the best to the three of them. I think we disagree. I just think Griezmann should have been there. And I'm not sure if it should be instead of Salah or it should be instead of Modric. But
no, I think Ronaldo definitely deserves to be top 3.
Ronaldo, he's in there. No arguments with Ronaldo. But yeah, from the other two, Varane and Griezmann, if
you
not...
know what? I would. I mean, I'm contemplating. I would pick Griezmann, Ronaldo, Messi.
Nah, Messi probably no. And the thing is not because Messi performance. It's more because of what like we know Messi is capable of and Messi standards. The Messi a result. Yeah, I just don't think Messi deserves because. Okay. For Messi, it's like, this guy is so good.
I think we're going too long, but I could make an argument that last year's Messi's success rate.
That's true. But last year, Neymar was in the top 3.
Oh, that was bullshit for sure. But, okay, excuse my language. But, kahini hocche je last year he only won Copa del Rey and he was still in top 3. This year he won League and Copa del Rey.
Yeah. Almost
and he had more goals than Ronaldo.
And stuff like that.
He even had more goals than Ronaldo.
Well, in the league, I think overall Ronaldo had.
Overall actually, I'm talking about.
No, overall I think with Ronaldo Champions League.
Okay. Maybe Ronaldo has more goals, but with goals and assists, I think Messi is ahead of Ronaldo.
Well, goals and assists, Messi was number. Well, yeah, definitely more than Salah. He scored more than Salah as well in the league. Well, Premier League is more difficult to score in the La Liga, but still.
Anyway, I think
we should go.
Yeah. Okay.
Shihab Chilona, Shihab, fuck you. I think আমার মনে হয় কি জানো আসে নাই কারণ এই উইক ম্যানইউ জিতছে ও আছে যে আমি যা কি কথা বলবো আমার তো কথা বলার কিছু নাই মরিনিও নিয়ে মার্শিয়াল নিয়ে কিছু বলার নাই তো যা লাভ নেই এই জন্য ও ডায়রিয়ার স্টোরি একটা ফলস আচ্ছা বাই গাইস
Okay,
thank you Orvid.
Okay, take care everyone.
Bye.